Welcome back, everybody, to the continuation of our Let's Play of Space Exploration and Krastorio 2. So, one thing's first, you might have seen a little bit of a ghosting effect in the last two episodes with me becoming a spooky ghost and basically blending in with the background. I didn't really notice that during the recording. I immediately noticed that during the streaming because people were telling me like, hey, dude, you're starting to evaporate over there. I did check my camera beforehand. However, the problem is it all depends on the background. Like on a bright background like this, the effect was more visible than on a dark background, like, for example, over here. And I was checking it over here. The problem, of course, was because the two lamps over there, I have those lamps already for a while, and they've been working for a while, and the light bulbs over there basically just became dimmer and dimmer and dimmer, up to the point that the green screen behind me just didn't work anymore correctly. So I just changed out the light bulbs over there, also changed the light bulbs over there, and now everything should be nice and bright. You can also see on the top of my dome, yep, it's bright in here. That's not like this over here. This is not the light on my head. That's my brain working, operating at high temperatures, just evaporating everything straight off my head. So let's maybe put this over here so it's a little bit less bright. Good. We're going to continue our story over here of making iron ingots. It's been a couple of days since I recorded, especially because of the lamp issue, and I've just recalculated the numbers over here. But let's just make sure that everything over here is in a fine state. So let's put everything down one more time. This thing over here will be making iron, enriched iron over there. Yes. And it will make enriched iron at a rate of 3 per second. We make 9 enriched iron per craft every 3 seconds. Crafting speed is 1, so we make 3 per second over here. This machine over here will take molten iron and turn that... will take enriched iron and will turn that into molten iron. It will require 24 enriched iron every 60 seconds. However, this machine over here has a crafting speed of 4, so it will require not 24, 48, 96 enriched iron every 60 seconds. That is pretty much 16 enriched iron. Is that 16? Wait a minute. 96 divided by 60. That is... No, it's not exactly that. It's 15. It's a little bit over 15. A little bit over 15 enriched iron per second. Per second? No. No. It will require 1.5 enriched iron per second. If we need 96 per 60... we need 9.6 per 10, no, per 6, which is equivalent to 1.5 and a bit over that per second. Good, and this machine over here makes 1.5. If we add productivity bonus to this, which we will do at some point in time, and then this wall over here will balance itself out. So, wait a minute. Yeah, 1.5. Yes, you make 3, you need a little bit more than 1.5, so we can do the 2-to-1 ratio over there. That will be perfectly fine. Then, over here, one of these machines makes 750 molten iron per 60 seconds. It has a crafting speed of 4, so it makes 3,000 per 60. That is 300 per 6. That is 50 per second. And 50 per second, that's why we have 5 of these over here. Each one of these over here eats 10 molten iron per second and makes an iron ingot. 1 ingot every 25. 5 of these make 5 every 25. That is 0.2 ingots per second per row of machines over here. Yes, it is. And the final step, of course, is to put that into one of these over here. And over here, we take iron plate and turn that into iron ingots. We need 1 iron ingot every 2.5 seconds. That is 2 iron ingots every 5 seconds. That is 0.2 ingots per second. Which means for every one of these rows, we will need 1 of these. Good. Now let's scale this up and make this thing magnificent. We also calculated over here, let's put this one down again real quick, that we do need 3 iron ore per second over here. If we fully speed it up, it will be 6. But let's keep it maybe at a level like this. There we go. This is a yellow belt. If we double the speed of these machines by means of modules, then this will over here be a little bit more than a yellow belt. And we will get to beacons quite fast, actually. Beacons is not too far. Beacons is within our grasp, actually. There they are. Only a little bit of production science is required. So production, we can already imagine that we will have production science in these machines. So these machines over here will all run at twice the speed, which means each of these machines over here eats 6. So 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. That is a red belt. And I think keeping this on a red belt level, I think is perfectly fine. Then we cannot flip this. We can rotate this, but that will be butt ugly. Well, we can rotate this and keep it butt ugly. And we should also keep in mind that we might want to keep a little bit more space over here, especially for this machine over here. Now, if this machine runs at double the rate, then we can add twice the amount of machines over here. Then again, these machines over here do only accept speed modules, so that will counteract that quite well. Actually, yeah, the only thing that grows over here is the productivity bonus, so we only need a little bit of space for maybe 1 or 2 extra machines or rows of machines. So how about, yeah, I think 1 extra row of machines should be more than enough to keep the productivity bonus going. So we can definitely do something like this. Let's do this. And then very important, of course, is flip this belt around. There we go. That will be so much better. Perfect. Yeah, steal this. Steal that. And actually, we don't need this. And if we want to make it really, really nice and make it similar to the other side, then we can just do this. I don't really care if these over here grab from the other side, so be it. Good, and then all the ingots go down into their own belt like this. There we go. We do need to make some kind of compression system over here. Well, it's gonna be something very simple and stupid, because simple and stupid is the name of the game. There we go. And then we can just start copy pasting this over and over and over again. Good. That will be fine. And here we go. Perfect. So, we are going to be exporting these iron ingots as well. That is probably going to be the thing that we do all the way at the end of here. We will have something like a priority export. We will not be making the plates somewhere else. We will just put these out somewhere and... Oop. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, that actually works fine. So all the plates we make over here, all of these will go into a smaller train, not a big train, because the only other place where we need the ingots is for the signs. We need the ingots to, well, we can burn them or crush them. We can turn them into production signs, and we can put them in the delivery cannon. No, we're gonna just export like a little bit every now and then. Then again, we might just even pull a belt over. I'm not quite sure yet. Doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Let's find a place for this thing to live first. Also, yeah, that's definitely a thing we want to do. Let's move these down by 1, else this power grid over here will be completely bonkers. There we go. There we go. Else people will scream at me again and go like, "Bolt, it's not straight." And I go like, "Yes, I don't care." But this way it will be somewhat straight. There we go. There we go. That should be fine. Look at that. Perfect. Then, yes, all the output goes down. This should... Oh, we do need to think about, and that's a thing we should definitely make. Let's pull this up a little bit more. Each one of these rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Each of these goes into an assembly machine, and the output of the assembly machine is definitely something we have to think about. As, for example, we make plates, and we do make plates at the rate over here of 4 per second. Then again, keep in mind the crafting speed over here does not really match up these machines over there, but that is fine, that is fine. And then again, with the crafting speed of 1.2.5, we do make this... let's just keep this... Let's just imagine this is a crafting speed of 1. I don't really mind if these machines over here are not working as efficiently, especially later on if we add productivity bonus... well, we don't really add productivity bonus, but we do add productivity bonus to these. Especially later on, we will be making more and more and more of this. So it should be fine. It should be fine. And now, the more I think about it, the more I see that we will actually never ever expand these. It will probably even be that we will shorten these because of the speed bonus. These over here will only get speed bonus. These over here will be super duper fast later on. So yeah, let's just calculate that this one over here consumes a row. So we do need 10 of these, which does mean if we keep it at the crafting speed of 1, or an imaginary crafting speed of 1, that does mean that we make 4 plates per second over here. Let's do something like this real quick. And something like this real quick. 4 plates per second. Let's go with the double output. And the double output over here, let's place you real quick. Make you a near one. I do like that we have a button for that over there. Oops. Oh, not like that. There we go. Because the shift or the control L button combination requires two hands, and usually this hand is on the mouse. Good. Here we go. Here we go. So this over here can start outputting a full belt. We could also maybe think in terms of loaders over here. It might be even more efficient to think in terms of loaders over here, but then again, I don't think we really need that. Good. So you make 4. This is 8. This is 12. This is 16. This is 20. This is a full red belt coming down over here and coming down over here. This is 12. What? This is 30. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Wait. No. Oh. God, it's gonna be crooked and horrible. Then again, I think this is fine. Because we can have 2 of these. And with 2 of these, we can eat whatever comes out from over there. And look at this. We can easily power pole this like this, that, this, that, this. The power poles in here in the middle get supplied. Then place the lamps, very important. And then we just make 2 of these. Give them a bit of distance because we might want to travel through an air. There we go. And then we can make something like this. We can actually... There we go. This is fine. This is perfectly fine. So there will be the priority output over here. This priority output will go straight down to some kind of export. It doesn't matter what it is. And then, of course, we got this output over here, which will be split off over here one more time. It goes into there. And it goes into there. And then you over there, you do another duck and dive. There we go. And then out comes plates at a decent rate. It will probably be more plates than we make over here. Though this place over here finally has the issue that it is backing up. I let the game run for a while in the background. Iron plates over here had the constant issue that we were backing up on, or it was empty. And where the hell is that train? Is it on the way? Oh, it might be on the way. No, that's a plastic train. Where the hell are you? Oh, you're over there. Oh, are you stuck over there? No, you are unloading over there. That is perfectly fine. We might need more of these trains later on, but that is something for later. Good. So, one more thing we need to think about is of course, we do need a station over here that takes sulfuric acid as an input. That is easy for us to do. What we have not done over here yet is the wastewater output over there, as well as the pyroflux production. So let's have a look at that real quick. Pyroflux production, we already know that. That requires sand. Is there another way to make pyroflux? Oh yeah, by core fragmenting, but yeah, that's fine. So, pyroflux. We don't need a lot of it. And we don't need a lot of it. I think it might be better to make a pyroflux making machine somewhere and just bring little small shipments of liquid pyroflux in. Because we do need the pyroflux. Well, the pyroflux is something that we need for all the smelting recipes. We need it for the iron. We need it for... No, we can turn it back into materials. That's interesting. We can turn it into steam. Wow. We need it for the iron. We will not use it for the rocket fuel, but we do need it for the iridium. We do need it for the beryllium, the holmium. Now that I think about it. Oh, that is for the molten holmium. Let's have a quick peek at holmium production. Because, yeah, we don't really want to bring the ore back. We kind of want to process the ore on site. At least crush it. The holmium chloride over there also only stacks up to 50. The powder over here also stacks up to 50. We should not export the powder. We could go into molten holmium and then go straight up into holmium ingots. Yeah, I think, yeah, maybe just sending out the ingots will be best, or maybe just plates. Now, the ingots are the densest. The ingots are definitely the most dense of all the products, because one ingot is 10 plates, and we can stack them up to 50. Okay, that will be something we have to think about in the future. So, what do we do with this thing over there? I guess, I mean, here. The only ores we're going to be processing on Novice is going to be iron, copper, stone, glass. Yeah, we're going to have a glass production. We're going to have a copper production, an iron production, steel production, but steel is made differently. Steel is made out of molten iron. We just cook it up again into steel ingots, and then from there on out, we move it on. So that will mean in the future outposts will bring us ingots back, and then we just cut those ingots up, probably in the mall. There will probably be a mall cutting section over here where we just bring in the ingots and cut them to whatever we need. Sure, let's go for that. Yeah, that will be fine. And then we can still, yeah, that will be fine. We're gonna do it like that. Good. So that means this thing over here is almost done. The only thing we still need is that water system. There we go. And I've got my water filtration plant over here. And let's put you down over here as well. Because we now need to know how much wastewater do we make. Each one of these makes 25 every 3. We got 5 of them. Yep. So 5 of them, that's 125 every 3 seconds. That is something, 41, 42 per second. Give or take a little. Now let's calculate with 42 because it's a fun number. Then 42 per second, one of these over here eats 50 per second. That is already more than these over here produce. Even if these over here go faster later on, if we just put some speed modules in here, yeah, if we put some speed modules straight in here, it will be fine. So one of these will be sitting on top of this thing over here, and it will manage the water. There we go. We could do it like this, because we're going to have a pipe like this, and we're going to have a pipe like this, and then it goes like this, and that, and this and that. Almost. Good God, my accuracy is terrible today. And then we will put it all in, and this fellow over here will recycle the water. The water will flow back. We will need some kind of a water input system. We can probably, yeah. Then we will probably make this thing, yeah, we will probably make it over here. This looks like a nice place to do the smelting. Or maybe over here even. Excuse me. I just inhaled a beard hair. And that happens sometimes. But yeah, we will be close to a source of water. So we maybe make a water tank over here. So that we have the appropriate buffer that we can top off all the time. It would make a lot of sense to make it actually over here. So if we pick this up real quick and we just place you down like this, we can then do the following. This will work. Then we put in the pump over here to put a little bit of pressure on in pushing the water downstairs. We could technically put a pump over here, but it will flow over here naturally. And then this over here, we can use this as the top off point, where we just put in an external connection for more water. And then we do need to make sure that things over here are somewhat powered up. Can we maybe just get the same distance for these over here, please? Oh, I didn't really meant to do that like that, but that kind of happened. Here we go. Just put something in like this. It'll be fine. Good. That's wastewater done. Sulfuric acid will come in via train. And now the question still is the pyroflux. The pyroflux does... Oh, we don't make any steam. Never mind. The pyroflux... Yeah, I'm pretty sure that all our smelteries will be very close to each other. And with that in mind, we could maybe just make a centralized pyroflux making machine somewhere and just pump it around. I think we'll go with that. So let's take this whole thing over here and let's start finding it a new home. Here we go. Pick you up, fly over here. And let's put you down over here. Because I'm kind of thinking of this looks like a real nice spot to make this. We could go all the way into the corner over here with it and start in this corner with it. So this could be the new place where we do our smelting. Oh, wait a minute. That's not the best idea because this is pretty close to the rail tracks over here. So let's not put it over here. Let's try putting it more over here. Let's see. And then we go straight. Let's put it over here. I think here's fine. Then we have enough space in the front over here to make some train stations. Yeah, that will be fine. We can definitely make the pyroflux station somewhere over here. And then we just pump it through. Good. So what do we need? We need an input of sulfuric acid. We need an input of No, we actually, well, we need an input of ore, of course. Duh. So we need an input of ore, an input of iron, sulfuric acid. The sulfuric acid, we might also just make one station and supply all of these from one station. Yes, let's do that. And then let's have a quick peek at the same recipe for copper. So how does one make copper out of pyroflux? I mean, while we're already making one thing, we might as well make the other thing as well, craft. Is it the same recipe? It is the same, isn't it? It is exactly the same. So, yes, do that. And how does that work, for example, for... Oh, rare metals is different. We don't get any rare metal ingots. So, how does it work for this one then? Oh, we cooked it up straight with Vulcanite. Okay, I see. Interesting. I don't mind. So, we can copy-paste this whole thing over. And then let's make sure it aligns. There we go. There's the alignment point. And then this over here could be copper or more iron, but I think one of these will be fine for copper. If we need more of these, we can just make more of these. And then, of course, the final point, and that's going to be, we do need to figure this out before we start placing this out. How does one make steel out of this? So, let's take this thing down over here one more time. Steel, of course, is a little bit different. Steel is... There we go. We take the molten iron and we cook it up again into steel. No, wait a minute. It is similar but different. The only difference over here is that these machines over here require an input of coke. Now, we will probably have to make a coke machine somewhere. Over here in the old place. Where is that? Over there. We used to put in the coke over here directly because we just made it on site. And making coke is pretty much just take some wood, take some coal, and do some magic, and then you get coke. Or just be a bad child or raise a bunch of bad children and just harvest the coke from them. That is also one way to do that, especially around Christmas. But then the question over here is, so we cook that up straight over here. Each one of these machines, we already calculated, each one of these machines over here makes 3,000 every 60 seconds. That means it makes 500... Yeah, it makes... Wait. Wait. You make 3,000 molten steel every 60. That is 300 every 6. That is 50 per second. Yeah, 50 per second. And then... You over there... Each one of these eats 5 per second. Okay. That is fine. That is perfectly fine. With speed modules over here, of course, that will drift and the machine will probably be shorter. But technically, it is going to be something like this. Just make this a little bit longer. And let's make the other side a little bit longer. So it used to be over there. Let's just pull this apart a little bit. Let's place one of you down. There we go. You are going to switch over to steel. We straight go into steel ingots. Let's put you down one more time. Steel ingots. Yeah, we just need more machines to make the same punch. It is 500 steel per steel ingot. And then also the final question is, how much do we get out of... Okay, we still get templates. Okay, interesting. And one quick comparison I want to do over here is over here. So it's either 250 molten iron per iron ingot, or it is 500 per steel ingot. Okay, so it is still the 2-to-1 ratio. Is that the natural ratio? How does one make steel again? It's been a while. Steel. There we go. Oh, it's a 3-to-1 over here. So over here it's a 2-to-1. That is way better. Way better. Good. But nevertheless, each one of these... Ooh, there we go. Did I hope I didn't. Each one of these eats 5 molten iron per second. This one over here makes 50. Quick recalculation. Yeah, 3,000 per machine because of crafting speed 4. That is 50 per second. So what we need over here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2... Let's see. It's gonna be another one of these over here. Let's just delete the middle row over here real quick. There we go. So that we can think about this machine. So that would be the extended version. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, it fits. This would be the version to use if we don't have any speed modules or productivity modules involved. With speed modules, of course, this row over here will shorten. I don't mind making it like this, just to shorten it later. But it will definitely not be more. It will be less. So that is good. That is really, really good. Then again, we might still keep this amount of machines and maybe put some efficiency modules on them. I'm not quite sure how much power they don't eat that much power. So it will probably be shorter than this. But this over here will definitely be the way how we will be making this. Good. Which means we can start copy-pasting this. Here we go. Here we go. And I do like that the steel foundry will have a similar layout. Now, there's, of course, one more thing we need to do over here, and that is the coke input. Now, what do we need over here? We actually don't really need a lot of coke. We only need like 6 coke every 100 something, 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 something. We can easily put in a belt over here in the middle. And then just use some long-ass inserters. There we go. And pair them up in groups of 2, because that looks nice. And not like that. Good. Let's have a quick look. That will be 6 coke every 100. So if we have 100 of these machines, and every row over here is 20, so every row over here is 20. Is this 100? That's 100. So this over here eats 6 coke per second. Yep. Yep, I'll take that. I will gladly take that. Good. And we can flip this at least. Perfect. If we flip it, we can at least squish it in a little bit nicer. Something like this. Something like... Oh, that was horrible. There we go. The machine itself will probably be smaller than this. But then we put something in like this and that, this and that, and this. Then let's get the middle part out. And then we have the steel machine. I guess I will move the copper machine down by 1. So that the iron machine can be next to each other. There we go. That's the middle part. All the way like this. We don't need to export the extra ingots for steel. I think we don't. Wait a minute. We should have a look at that. But let's put the middle part in. So this could be the middle part. Here we go. And then we do need to move this power-wise a little bit. Yeah, let's do something like this. You over there, and you over there. Here we go. And it will be nice and straight. There we go. That looks fine. Good. And of course, the coke belt that is going through the middle over here, that belt is going to be running around in a big S-curve. Perfect. We're running out of time over here, so I will place this thing down over here where we are going to do the more advanced smelting. And we'll probably also build it and so that we can focus on the next episode in actually starting it. Because building this thing down over here, I'm pretty sure the ratios over here are fine. With one exception, of course, I just noticed we did do water processing over here. We might also want to do water processing over there. So that's a bit of an issue. But we should have more than enough space to put another one of these down over there. We have all the water input we need over there. And then the only thing we need to figure out is how we do the rail lines and how we put that in. And then everything comes out. One more interesting question, of course, is ingots over here. We don't need them for anything. And then the copper ingots over here. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's fine. Sorry. Wait. Copper ingots do exist, don't they? Yeah, there they are. And the copper ingots we also don't need for anything. So it's only the iron ingots we need to export specifically. Perfect. Excellent. Now, if you do like what you see, please do leave a like, a follow, a comment, a subscription. Every one of these actions does help me out in growing this channel to something bloody amazing. You can also find me on twitch.tv/BoldViking, where we do even more Factorio. Currently, we are playing Nullius over there. Then we're also doing a lot of Rimworld. Speaking of Rimworld, yes, there has been a DLC announced for that. That came out of the blue. Not gonna say what we're gonna be doing on there on stream, because YouTube will probably ban me for life. But if you know Rimworld and if you know what they added to it, yes, it's gonna be mayhem. Expect a lot of great Rimworld coming up on stream soon as well. And of course, in addition to that, we started an XCOM 2 playthrough, which of course I kind of started after I learned of the Rimworld DLC, else I would have probably not done that. But people want the turn-based Friday back, so we are doing some XCOM 2. And XCOM 2 is an amazing game. We're going to play it on a hard difficulty on Commander, and on Iron Man, so it's going to be bloody amazing as well. And without further ado, I wish you all an amazing evening, and until next time, see you around!